Okay, so this is a very hilarious topic to me. When you really cut to the essence of everything, to the essence of our lives as human beings, right? When you look at nature, when you look at the basics, the fundamentals, the essence of life in general, the first question that should arise should be, is this the best that God can do? And what do I mean by that? You see, a lot of people, religious or otherwise, all over the world, have this bizarre notion that life is beautiful, that everything is just wonderful, that when you really study and examine things, you reach the conclusion that there must be a creator that had a purpose by creating us and that his intentions were wholesome, pure, divine, wonderful, etc., etc. You see, that only a creator could create us in such a splendid way that only a intelligent creator could make all of this around us, that it isn't by random chance, that has been birthed out of chaos and turbulence. And this is going to be weird, but I kind of agree with this. I agree with the notion that there is an intelligent creator. But I disagree with their argument, which says that this creator is loving, this creator cherishes us, that because we are in his likeness, therefore there has to be some sort of connection, a bond, that he cares about us, that he wants to relieve us of our suffering, etc., etc. And I disagree with this. Think about this. Everything about life, in essence, in its nature, is about kill everything in everything that is alive. Its single purpose is to kill and eat everything else and then possibly to reproduce. This is the gist of it. And nobody should deny this. It is obvious, right? And people say, you see, nature is beautiful. Well, from a distance, it is beautiful. But if you look closely, you will see in nature the horrific, sinister activity that is going on here. Everything that is alive, I don't care if it's plant, microbes, insects, people, it's all about killing everything else and eating everything else so you don't get killed and eaten. This is the gist of it, and it is ugly and goofy beyond belief. So my question is this the best that God can do? Right? And then you have learned people who say, well, see, the human body, it is a temple, a sacred temple that houses the spirit, the soul, and it's beyond magnificent, etc., etc. Right? And of course, it isn't perfect, but goddamn, you should know this by now. The human body is nowhere near perfect, not in the least. To me, it seems like it is a shabby job, a rush job, done by a drunkard, a goofball, right? I mean, think about this. Nothing in life is permanent. It is everything that is beautiful, everything that is pleasant, everything that is nice, that makes you feel good. It's temporary at best. It's here 1 second and it goes away. Everything that is here to uh, kind of lessen the blow, the suffering, it all collapses, it all erodes, it all putrefies and decays. Nothing lasts, nothing will be remembered, everything will be turned to dust, and even that dust will vanish and disappear, right? Right? There's just when you think that you finally have arrived at a moment in which nothing bad can happen, it will happen. Everything falls apart. So every second of every day, it is nothing but suffering and torture and pain. You don't have a single day where nothing goes wrong, right? Either it happens around you, or it happens to you, or in your body, or all of them combined, right? I mean, you don't even have to get older to experience like hell on earth, right? Some people are born with congenital diseases, without limbs, without organs, without eyes, right? You get a bit older and everything hurts. Your body falls apart. It crumbles, right? Everything hurts. Nothing works anymore. Like like there's nothing, just one thing that is, you know, permanent that you can rely on. Nothing. Everything falls apart. Your eyes, your teeth fall out. You know, you can't hear anymore. Your fucking fingers twist and are decrepit. Your bowels turn to shit. You can't eat anything. You can't drink anything. You know, you can't enjoy anything. And life is so short, and you have a couple of years when you kind of function in an adequate, normal, proper way. But even then, you will have incredible ailments, illnesses, problems of any sort, right? So to me, is this the best that God can do, right? Is this his temple in human form, in flesh and blood, right? Right? You have to eat shit, you gotta put shit in your mouth, and then you have to shit out. Is this the best mechanism? Is this the best process that God could come up with? Right? You gotta drink nonstop, water, right? You gotta sleep half the day, you gotta work when you're awake, right? I mean, it's just, is this the best that God could do, right? Everything that should be enjoyed comes with some sort of, you know, with a consequence. There's nothing here that you can enjoy that has absolutely no negative effect on you. So, of course, people say you have to take it in measure. You have to take it in small amounts, right? But of course, if you take it in small amounts, you can't really enjoy anything, right? And sooner or later, as you get older, your senses numb, you can't smell shit, and then you can't taste shit, and you won't have teeth, and your digestion will be fucked up, and you'll piss and shit yourself. See, this is life. You are born helpless. You don't know nothing. You're an animal, right? You're bald. You're defecating on yourself. You're screeching. You're basically an invalid, and you're senile. This is what it is to be a baby. And then when you get old, you mutate back to that state. You're just shriveled and ugly. When you get old, just like a baby, you don't have any teeth, you're senile, your hair is gone, you defecate on yourself, you're helpless, you're an invalid, right? And my question is this the best that God could do? Because, of course, apparently He loves us, and we are in His likeness, right? There's not a single thing that you can rely on when you say, oh, when I'm 80, oh boy, at least I won't have to worry about this. And I have to tell you, folks, no matter what you do in life, no matter how prepared, and no matter how good you take care of yourself, it will all fall apart because this is what organic matter does. It has an expiration date and it crumbles afterwards. This is decay. This is what happens to flesh, okay, to organic carbon. It has an expiration date. And no matter what your diet is, no matter how much you exercise, it don't matter in the long run, right? And if you are careful in life and take everything in small amounts, you're really careful, right? And you believe, you don't even know that what comes after life. We don't know that there is an afterlife, right? So why were you so careful in life? You didn't enjoy anything to the fullest. You were never fulfilled, just so you could live to your 80s and then you die, and let's just say there's nothing after death. So what was the reason, right? And even and if you believe that there is nothing in life, and if you binge in life, you still don't get any real pleasure. Any real pleasure in life, the little things, the human things, even those are so short, like they are in the blink of an eye, right? Even a drug just has that first kick, and then the more you use to get that high, that thrill again, it will never be the same. I mean, even sex, folks, even sex, even if you're incredibly good at it, it's just so short, that orgasm, right? It's just a few seconds at best. So what the fuck was God thinking? Is this the best that God can do, right? And I'm not even gonna talk about all of our defects and flaws, right? If we are created by an intelligent, loving creator, right? Why are we so animalistic, so primitive still? Our allegedly our brains, we use only 10%, and if you look at people, they don't even use 1%. So what the fuck is going on here, right? Right? If you study the animal realm, you can see that us humans, we've sacrificed all of our senses and all of our muscle capabilities for the big brain. This is it. This is the one and only differentiation between us and animals. Animals have the higher uh, instincts and senses, and they have incredible physical ability. But they ain't that smart. You see, we are allegedly smart, but we have no other trait or quality besides our intellect, right? So you would think that a lot of us would be gifted, right? Beyond belief, that we would have been created to excel at all of these things that we occupy ourselves with. But a lot of us, no matter how hard we try, no matter how studious we are, no matter how much we exercise, we still do not succeed. We are not fulfilled. Right? So what's going on here? Is this the best that God can do? Shit in, shit out. I mean, you cannot eat anything without your fucking guts, you know, having a war down there. Like, no matter what you eat. Like, constantly. Right? You always have to go to the bathroom, right? Constantly, right? Always with the excretions. Always, if you enjoy something that is dangerous or forbidden, you're gonna have some serious consequences, right? You're gonna have terrible headaches, pain, and suffering no matter what. So even that short bliss will be negated by the suffering afterwards. Is this the best that God can do, right? No matter what you do, your body aches and you have to sleep more. And if you sleep more, you wake up and you're still tired. Is this the best that God can do? Gallons and gallons of water, of energy, of protein, and you're still fucking a wreck. A wreck. Your body uses so much energy to digest and absorb all of this energy to keep you going. And then you have to kiss the toilet again. Is this the best that God can do? Right? Human bodies are so frail in comparison to other creatures. I have seen a dog right here on this street that was hit by two cars consecutively, one after the other, and that bitch just got up and limped away. Not a peep, right? And some people get a scratch and they fucking fall apart. The fuck? Is this the best that God can do? No resilience whatsoever, right? No resilience, right? And the constant maintenance of this body, it's scandalous. The maintenance, 24 hours. It's just, I'm sick and tired of it. You know, always with the maintenance. You gotta cut this, you gotta snip this, you gotta wash this, you gotta brush this, you gotta towel this, you gotta do this, you gotta wipe this. You got oil here, you got oil there, right? Fucking volcanic diarrhea. You gotta vomit because you had too many drinks. You know, you got wax and snot and all of the others, all of the wonderful things. Is this the best that God could do? Is this the best that God could do? Right? Because to me, this seems like a practical joke. It seems to me like we were trolled, right? Right? It's like nothing makes sense. You know, where is the intelligent divine design? Right? Where is it? Like, where is it? Is this the best that God can do? This seems to me to be some sort of prank. It's a prank, right? There is no way that if you were to create, like if you had the ability to genetically engineer another life form, you would not include all of these hardships and obstacles, which, of course, take most of our time. You see, most people, we can't even enjoy life because we have to do all this stupid bullshit to function properly. And then we're too tired, and then we have to go to sleep, and then we wake up, we have to go through this merry-go-round again and again. And guess what? One day you're gonna wake up old and it's curtains, right? So what the fuck is going on here, right? Is this the best that God could do? And I would wager, no, he could have done much better, but he either was bored or annoyed or he just gave up halfway through. Okay? He abandoned this human project because, I don't know, it was too tedious, possibly. But anyway, if you want to support your boy, I got a few books on Amazon. The link will be down below. Thanks for watching. See ya.